FTMO is back in India. If you're an Indian trader, this is huge news because FTMO didn't just randomly come back. There is a huge regulatory timeline behind this, and I'm gonna walk you through every single thing from how they went away from India and why, and the timing of when they are back. It's all important. So in this video, I'll break down exactly these four things, starting off with when and how they were available before, and why did India disappear from FTMO's accepted countries. Third, why are they back now, especially on December 4th, 2025? And what should Indian traders do next? Practically, myself as a trader, I'm gonna walk you through each and every single one of this piece of information that every single one of Indian traders should know this. What's up guys, I'm Vishal. I trade and I publicly share my journey across this YouTube channel, and I just want to share this piece of information with just zero drama and with the utmost clarity, so you guys are well informed and understand these things very clearly. FTMO has been on RBI's alert list of unauthorized forex related platforms, and India's regulatory environment around offshore style forex access tightened. So FTMO likely restricted India at some point. This is when we can see, right? So on December 4th, 2025, FTMO officially announced that India is now accepted again, which marks a major shift in not just their market stance, in the general prop firm space itself. So now let's unpack that properly. What is this RBI alert list that I just spoke about before, right? So in India, forex is not very casual here, right? So RBI regulates a lot of what falls under forex activity. So on September 7th, 2022, RBI announced an alert list of entities that are not authorized to deal in forex under FEMA or to run any electronic trading practice practices platforms for your forex transactions. They also clarified the list isn't exhaustive, and you shouldn't assume that a platform is authorized just because it is not listed in this red alert list, right? But this is just basically one of those consumer warning mechanisms. With that being said, was FTMO on the list? Yes, but multiple reports of 2022 included FTMO among the names RBI flagged as unauthorized in this specific context, right? And the list has been updated multiple times over the years, over the months, but even in later summaries of the alert list, FTMO still somehow continues to appear, right? All this is available information that you can find out by yourself by Googling it. But on that important note, this doesn't automatically translate to being that every single aspect of prop trading is illegal in India, but it does not signal that the regulatory risks aren't there, all right? But why did FTMO actually go away from India, right? Just being on an alert list doesn't mean that they should and can just leave India, especially being a very huge market, right? But FTMO didn't publish any dramatic public statement saying we're leaving India of XXX, whatever it is. But the evidence points to a very clear pattern, right? India's regulatory regulations, to be precise, tightened around 2022. This is when the alert list FTMO showed up, right? And once that happened, FTMO later publicly and explicitly showed India as not accepted. And even the last list or the last report that I read on FTMO not being in India, that's about 2 months back, and it still said India was not accepted, right? So all this just changed, and the likely reason of them going away from India is just comes down to the most simplest things, like regulatory uncertainty, you have your compliance risk, and just internal business decisions, right? It's after all, FTMO prop trading is a business in itself, and that was a business decision that they had to live with. But why is India very huge or very big deal to these prop firms? Because India is one of the largest, probably the biggest retail growth engine right now. What I mean by that is reports actually indicate India contributes a massive share of organic traffic for top prop firms, about 40%, with rising interest, especially among the ages of 18 to 30-year-olds. So, from a business viewpoint, India is too large to ignore. And that is one of the main or the key reasons I feel like FTMO has come back to India, right? Now, the headline update that you all have been seeing is on Thursday, December 4th, 2025, FTMO publicly declared they are now available to traders in India on the platform X. But this is important because it reverses the earlier stance from around October 2025, which is the last or the most recent report that I personally could find on the internet on FTMO not being available to India, right? But why might FTMO be comfortable with returning now? FTMO hasn't published a long, anything publicly that they were going to come back to India. But you can just take a few things in line, right? That just strongly line up. One of them is market pressure and the scaling opportunity, right? India demand is huge, and when there's demand, you need players in the game to meet the demand. So both parties are, well and good. Both parties take advantage of each other, right? Second is just careful positioning as a simulated trading and education firm. This is something I'm pretty sure that they missed out last time, but FTMO clearly states that it does not act as a broker, it does not accept deposits, and it provides simulated trading and educational tools. That distinction is what matters in how prop firms position themselves in very stricter jurisdictions, not just India, but every other parts of the world, right? And third, it just comes down to the global credibility expansion, right? So FTMO has been expanding its institutional footprint. What I mean by that is they have signed Oanda earlier in 2025. They have acquired the acquisition of Oanda with multiple regulatory approvals, all being finalized on December 1st, 2025. No one knew that, huh? But the press release was officially published on December 2nd, 2025, and now December 4th, they're back to India. But this does not automatically mean that India is now fully safe, or it's not fully confirmed that they might stay here for the long run. No prop firms are, you should know that by now, but that is it, right? What is the exact big reality check for your Indian traders, right? So RBI's alert list still remains. So the list keeps getting updated, and RBI continues to warn users about unauthorized platforms, not just forex. I think it's a list that every one of you guys should know and go through it on a regular basis, so you guys update yourself on what is arguably not ethical and what is a real business, right? But the correct mindset is FTMO is accessible today, and that is the main point, right? FTMO is accessible today, and that is what everyone is going to be talking about. And I feel like none of you guys should miss this opportunity, right? And one more thing that just came up to me, since FTMO is back, right? It just signals to me that prop firms will just keep innovating. They're always going to be finding ways to enter markets, and they're always going to be finding ways to always cater to uh what we need, or what we think we need, which that is innovation in the prop firm space, right? And India will always remain one of the most important retail markets. But it also means that the regulatory, the just the regulations might still remain, or maybe we might see harder regulations in the future. We still don't know. But for now, I think it's an amazing opportunity, and no professional trader, or no consistent profitable someone who knows how to trade, no one should miss this opportunity. And I feel like this is the perfect opportunity to start trading with FTMO and get their max allocation. I will be doing that myself starting next year. Early next year, I will start buying FTMO accounts and try to stack them up for max allocation, and I'll be going all in. And I feel like everyone should do. FTMO is a huge prop firm. It's probably one of the oldest, and it's just amazing that they're back in India, and that gives me a lot to be happy about. And yeah, so that is the real story about why they went back, and what made them come back to the market. And yeah, that is it. I just wanted to talk to you guys about it. I did my own research on this topic, and it was pretty cool, and it's just something to note of, not just FTMO. It's something to note of with the other prop firms that are popping up in India. And yeah, that is it, and I'll catch you in the next one.